What's up, fellow adult collectors? Welcome to Civilian Collectibles. Today, I'll be continuing my series of top 10 action figures from 2010 to 2019, this time focusing on NECA's Real Toys line. If this is your first time landing on my channel, hi, my name is Seville, and here I like to discuss action figures and other collectibles based on my favorite movies, TV shows, and video games. If you enjoy this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and drop a comment below, and if you want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. With all that said, let's get straight into my top 10 NECA Real Toys action figures. Starting with number 10, I'm going to have to cheat a little bit here, because I'm going to include Shredder, based on the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie. Now technically, this was a figure sculpted and designed in 2019 as part of the SDC 4-pack, but if you've seen my review for this figure, you know it's really the single-pack GameStop version that was released in 2020. However, as great as this figure is, I couldn't go by without including it. If it wasn't for the fact that I had gotten it by the 2020 GameStop release, it would have been much higher on this list. Coming in at number 9, though, is the Assassin Predator from the most recent Predator movie. This figure is a great example of what NECA can do, especially with a larger frame character. The overall aesthetics of this Predator are phenomenal, and it looks like it walks straight out of that film. The sheer size and detail of this figure alone is quite impressive. Coming in at number 8 is something just the opposite. The Chucky and Tiffany 2-pack based on their appearance in Bride of Chucky. I never did a review for this pack because by the time I got them, that window had really already closed. But the Chucky figure himself is pretty similar to the one from the single pack release based on the first Child's Play movie, and Tiffany is at the same quality. Now because these are smaller characters, you don't necessarily get a lot of figure for the price, but the accessories more than make up for that fact. Both characters do have plenty of parts that can be swapped out for different looks and poses. Coming at number 7 is the Ultimate Alien Xenomorph. This figure actually had two separate side-by-side releases, one being brown and one being blue. Me personally, I liked the blue color a little bit better than the brown, so that's the one I'm going with. The Xenomorph figures in general are more great examples of NECA's capabilities when it comes to detail. Simply as far as looks go, I couldn't imagine these being any better. Coming in at number 6 is the Ultimate Michael Myers based on the 2018 Halloween movie. This is absolutely a great figure, and it is one that made my top 10 of 2019 list. Plus, in my opinion, it is the best Michael Myers figure ever made. Sticking with that idea, number 5 is the best Freddy Krueger figure ever made. This is the Ultimate Freddy based on Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. The sculpt work in Freddy's burnt face and the sweater is more shining examples of NECA's attention to detail. Coming in at number 4, I have the Ultimate T-800 based on Terminator 2, Judgment Day. One of the best things about NECA getting into Target stores was that a lot of figures like this one that may have been missed by collectors the first time around got second opportunities. The Terminator 2 series of Ultimate figures was a great example of what the NECA Ultimate line could do. Starting off my top 3 is another from last year, Jason Voorhees from Freddy vs. Jason. Much like I said about Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers, this is the best Jason Voorhees figure ever made. The only way I can think of them doing one better would be once the Friday the 13th merchandising rights get straightened back out, they managed to do a Kane Hodder version that might be able to beat this one. Number 2 on my list is the figure that got me into collecting NECA in the first place. The Ultimate Jungle Hunter Predator based on the original film. When I first discovered that these were going to be a thing, I couldn't really imagine them being any better than the McFarlane Toys versions back in the Movie Maniacs days. But wow was I wrong, because there was a huge step up in detail, accessories, and especially articulation. Unfortunately, one of the things that did remain fairly equal between the two companies was the quality control issues. I've had parts like these blades break much too easily on many of my Predator figures, both McFarlane and NECA. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Raphael from the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Much like my top 10 list of 2018, really, any turtle could hold this spot. Raphael just happens to be my favorite. Overall, any one of them or all of them could count for this spot. The 1990 live-action Turtles series is my favorite thing that NECA is doing right now. So what are your favorite NECA figures? Do you agree with my list? Or is there something you'd like to add in, take away, or swap around? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video,
get over here!
And subscribe to Civilian Collectibles.